Guys, today I'm showing y'all how to make this corned beef pie, or should I call it ghetto shepherd's pie? Either way, it's delicious and it makes the perfect side dish or main dish or whatever you like. Stay tuned. So you want to get your potatoes. I'm using about 2.5 pounds of Idaho potatoes. Just gonna wash it off and peel them. Then I'm gonna cut them up in some cubes. I'm just splitting them in half, and for each half, I'm gonna cut it in quarters. And I like cutting it like that. It's easy to cook like that. Just try to get each of them to be even so they cook together. Then you're gonna put it in some cool water, add some salt, and let it come up to a boil. While that is doing its thing, let's go ahead and saute our corned beef. I'm just starting off with a little bit of oil. Any oil works. And then I'm gonna add onions and peppers. I use both red and green pimento peppers. And I'm just gonna saute this for about a minute or two till it becomes translucent. And then you're gonna add your corned beef in there. And then I'm gonna add some ketchup, and you're not gonna add any salt or any seasoning really in the corned beef. Corned beef is already very salty. You do not need to add any salt in there. So I'm just mixing that in, and you're pretty much done. I don't really add too much drama to my corned beef, just peppers and onions, and saute it with some oil and ketchup. And this is how I do my corned beef every time. Like, I love it like this. So at this point, our potatoes should be done. Let's give that a check. Once your fork can glide through it, you will tell when your potatoes are done. So we're going to get it off the heat, and then we're going to drain it off, and we're going to add a little bit of salt. Then we're going to mash it in and add lots of butter. Followed by some evaporated milk. Then you want to continue to mash that in, work all the ingredients together. And at this point, it's really easy to do because our potatoes are nice and soft. And of course, you guys, as you go, you want to taste, or just make sure you have enough salt. You want to add salt bit by bit, because you can always add, you can never take out salt, right? I'm gonna add some garlic paste for extra flavor. Garlic and potatoes is so fire. And then I'm gonna add in my cheddar cheese. And then for the secret ingredient, you want to add a little bit of nutmeg in there. Just create like a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Then you want to mix your cheese in. And finally, 2 beaten eggs, and you want to work that in really quick. You do not want the heat from the potatoes to scramble the eggs. So I'm going to work that in really quick. Alrighty, now our potato mixture is done. It's nice and smooth and creamy. We're going to go ahead and layer our pie, starting off with potatoes at the bottom. Followed by corned beef. You're going to add all of that and try to make it even at the top. Then the other half of our potato mixture. Then you want to add more cheese. You want to top it off with some cheese. I'm using a triple cheddar blend by Tillamook, I believe. I'm going to show you guys the exact cheese that I used. Then you want to bake this at 350 for about an hour or until the top is nice and golden brown. So 45 minutes and you want to check it. Different ovens are different. You might have to leave it a bit longer or less. And just about an hour, this was perfect. Look at this masterpiece. And at this point, I didn't even leave mine out that long. Everybody was hungry at this time and they were bombarding me to cut this. But you want to let this sit for about half an hour so it sets nicely. Look at this, you guys. This was so good. I really hope you all try it and love it as much as my family did. And here's an inside shot of the pie. As always, I will try to list the ingredients and everything in the description bar. And I'll see you lovelies on my next one. Bye.